Hi everyone, thanks so much for tuning in today for this yoga session with me. As I had mentioned, I'm a newer yoga teacher, so this is a great way for me to practice, and I hope that you take something from this practice yourself, something that is supportive and beneficial. So let's get started. I'll just first go briefly over the format. So I'll be leading you through what I call a slow flow sequence. Following that, I'll lead you through a short guided meditation. And as you can see behind me again, there's Rumi's Book of Love again. And I'll be reading a short poem or excerpt. I think I had mentioned this in the intro video from this book. There's something else I found in here that I really liked, so I'd like to share that with you to close off the practice. So let's get started. Please come to a comfortable cross-legged position on the mat. Hands can be anywhere that's comfortable. And just gently close the eyes. And begin to tune in to the breath. Just watch as the breath moves in through the nose, filling the front body, the back body, almost like a 3D breath. Watch as it gently fills the belly. Just continue watching your breath. Now begin to even the inhales and exhales. I like to breathe in on the inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. And on the exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. See what works for you. Today, I'll be leading you through a moving meditation as part of our slow flow sequence. And we'll be using our breath to ground and guide ourselves into the various postures or asanas that are part of the sequence. When you're ready, please gently flutter the eyes open and shift your body to a tabletop position, a neutral tabletop position, and we're getting ready for a few rounds of cat-cow. So our shoulders are about in line with our wrists, our hips are in line with the knees, and on the inhale, we drop the belly, lift the chest, look up for cow. And on the exhale, navel comes to spine, we hollow the belly for cat. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, navel to spine. Hollow the belly. Inhale for cow, and exhale to cat. Just do this a few times at your own pace, warming up the spine. Using our inhale to open up the chest, exhale to hollow it. Feel free to take any movements that feel good. I like to sway my hips from side to side, draw circular motions. And just continue to do this for a few more breaths. Tabletop position. And from here, on the inhale, sweep that right arm up, look up, and on the exhale, about halfway, we thread it through that left shoulder. On the inhale, inhale, sweep the arm up, look up. On the exhale, thread through. One more time. On the inhale, sweep the arm up, and on the exhale, thread through. So let's place that palm beside the other palm now, and do the other side. So on the inhale, we sweep the left arm up, look up, and on the exhale, we thread it through the right shoulder about halfway. Inhale, sweep up, look up, exhale, thread through. One more time, inhale, sweep up, look up, exhale, thread through. Now bring that palm back down, and we'll gently begin by tucking the toes, lifting the knees a few inches off the mat, and we'll hold here for a few breaths. The navel will hug in towards the spine for a bit of an activation. Strong core. Another 2 breaths here. And on the next exhale, please float the hips up to downward facing dog. For our first downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, our fingers are spread wide and firmly, evenly onto the mat. Our arms are about shoulders distance apart. Our feet are about hips distance apart. Shoulders are broad. Our inner elbow is rotating down. You may feel a bit of a neck stretch when you do that. Lengthening of this, and our tailbone is lengthening up, reaching up to the sky. It's okay if the knees are bent. The purpose of this pose is to get a long, lengthened spine. Tailbone is lengthening up. Let's hold here for another 3 breaths and just watch any sensations in the body that arise. Take any movements. You may want to step each heel back. Just anything that works. On the next exhale, please step your feet in between the hands. And on the inhale, sweep the arms up. Look up, the gentle back bend. And then place your hands at the heart center to mountain pose, the mighty mountain pose. And just close the eyes again for a few breaths. Feet are parallel, they can be touching, or there can be a slight space between the feet. Tailbone is lengthening down. The chest is lifted all the way up through the crown. So we're feeling a sense of rootedness and lengthening at the same time. We'll be carrying this sensation of rootedness and lengthening throughout the entire sequence. All 4 corners of the feet are firmly and evenly planted onto the ground. And just watch the breath, sensations within the body in mountain pose as we prepare to go into a few rounds of Surya Namaskar or sun salutation. When you're ready, please open the eyes if they were closed. On the inhale, we'll sweep the arms up, look up with gentle back bend. On the exhale, we fold forward at the hips, palms to mat. On the inhale, we lift halfway, flat back. And on the exhale, we lunge the right leg back, we drop the back knee. On an inhale, we sweep the arms up, look up, sink back to the hips. Still want to feel a bit of an activation here, so our right hip is drawing forward as our left hip draws back for a bit of a scissoring action and an activation there. On the exhale, we plant the palms down, lift that back knee, and step back to plank. Strong plank, straight line of energy pointing forward. Push up through the shoulders. A deep inhale here. On an exhale, knees, chest, chin come down to the mat. And on an inhale, we roll the shoulders back to cobra. We slither to cobra. From here, our hips come to our heels and we rise into a downward facing dog. Let's go again for the other side. From downward facing dog, step in between the hands. On the inhale, we sweep the arms up, look up, gentle back bend. On the exhale, we fold forward at the hips. Inhale, lift halfway to flat back. Exhale, fold forward. This time, left leg lunges back. Drop the back knee. On the inhale, we sweep the arms up, look up. Still feeling that activation, that scissoring action of the back hip drawing forward, the front hip drawing back. Deep inhale here. Exhale, palms to mat. Step back to plank. Another inhale here. Exhale, knees, chin, chest come down to the mat. And on the inhale, we roll the shoulders back and slither to cobra. On the exhale, hips to heels, we rise into a downward facing dog. Let's go again. Downward facing dog, please step or hop in between the hands. On the inhale, we sweep the arms up, look up, gentle back bend. On the exhale, we fold forward at the hips. On an inhale, we lift halfway to flat back. And on an exhale, we lunge the right leg back, drop the knee. On an inhale, we sweep the arms up, strong legs. On the exhale, palms to mat, we step to plank. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin come down to the mat. On the inhale, we roll back to cobra. On the exhale, hips to heels, downward facing dog. On the exhale, we step in between the hands. On the inhale, we sweep our arms up, look up, gentle back bend. On the exhale, we fold forward. On the inhale, we lift halfway to flat back. Exhale, left knee lunges, left foot lunges back. We drop the back knee. On the inhale, we sweep the arms up, look up. Strong legs. On the exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. Deep inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin come down to the mat. On the inhale, we slither up to cobra, using the strength of our back body. And on the exhale, hips to heels, downward facing dog. Let's go one more time. Let's go one more time. On the exhale, step in between the hands. On the inhale, we sweep the arms up, look up, gentle back bend. On the exhale, we fold forward. On the inhale, we lift halfway to flat back. On the exhale, this time right leg lunges back. We drop the back knee. On an inhale, we sweep the arms up, look up. On the exhale, palms to mat, step back to plank. Deep inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin come down to the mat. On the inhale, rotate the shoulders back to cobra. On the exhale, hips to heels, we rise into a downward facing dog. Last time on the other side. On the exhale, we step in between the hands. On an inhale, we sweep the arms up, look up, gentle back bend. On the exhale, we fold forward at the hips. On an inhale, lift halfway to flat back. On an exhale, left leg lunges back. We drop the back knee. On an inhale, we sweep the arms up, sinking back at the hips. And on an exhale, palms to mat, we step back to plank. here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Come down to the mat. Roll the shoulders back and slither to cobra. This time, hips to heels, and let's all come into a child's pose. And just breathe here in child's pose. Notice if anything has changed in the body. Perhaps the heart is beating faster. Just let the space around you soak in the beating of the heart. Another 2 breaths here. From here, let's begin to rise up into a downward facing dog. Let's stay in downward facing dog for a few breaths. So again, your fingers are spread wide and evenly down. We're lifting up through the tailbone, lifting high up towards the sky. Shoulders are broad. Inner elbows rotating in. Another deep inhale here. And this time, lunge the right foot in between the hands. Drop the left knee. And this time, bring the right palm and sweep it up for a gentle twist. The left palm is down onto the mat, and we're twisting up through the right arm. Gaze can be up towards that right arm. Take another deep inhale here. Exhale, bring that palm down. Front foot to the back. Come back into downward facing dog. Taking any movements that feel nourishing. Stay in downward facing dog. And now bring that left leg in between the hands. Drop the back knee. And now begin to sweep that left arm up for a gentle twist. Twisting the body open. Another inhale here. And exhale, bring that hand down. Now bring that left foot back into a tabletop position. Tabletop position, let's just sway the hips in large circles one way, and then the other. Now let's rise back into a downward facing dog, tuck the toes up to downward facing dog. And this time, let's lunge that left foot in between the hands, drop the back heel, and then cartwheel up into a warrior 2. So warrior 2, there's heel to heel alignment. Our back foot is turning in just very slightly. Our front foot is facing forward. Our front knee is bent in line with the ankles. We don't want it to go past the ankle. We still want to be able to see our front toes. And our hands are energized, pointing forwards and back. Tailbone is lengthening down. Just breathe here. Our gaze can be at that front middle finger. And see what happens if you begin to lift the inner arches of the front and back foot. You may feel a bit of an opening up, an external rotation. Another deep breath here. On the exhale, straighten that front knee. Bring that back hand around, circle it around the waist. Flip the right hand up. On the inhale, reverse the warrior, dance back the warrior. On the exhale, we reverse the movements of the hand and reach up and over. Inhale, dance back. Exhale, reach up and over. Inhale, dance back, reaching. Exhale, reach up and over. One more time. Inhale, dancing back. Exhale, reach up and over. So let's come back into a reverse warrior. And this time we'll bring our hands to that warrior two position, reaching forward and back. And this time, we'll send that right hip back. And we'll reach forward as much as we can. And when we can't reach anymore, we'll gently let that front arm fall. The back hand goes up to triangle pose. So our gaze is at that right thumb. Take a deep inhale here. Triangle pose. And if you have a tendency to lock the knees like me, feel free to take a micro bend in that knee. We don't want too much pressure. Creating a bit of hollowness in space as we send that right hip back, creating a sense of spaciousness. Chest is revolved open. So sometimes there's a tendency to sink into this pose. Try to keep that chest open. So one more deep inhale here, and begin to rise through the torso. Drop the hands. And now we begin to inch that back foot shuffle that foot a few inches in as we prepare to launch into half moon pose. So feel free to keep that hand at the hip. Take a deep inhale here, lifting the chest, revolving the chest open. Gaze can be at our front thumb. And on the exhale, we'll float that right leg up and come into half moon pose. So there's hip to hip alignment. Our gaze can be at a point in front. And try shifting weight onto that front foot and see if that helps with the balance. Take another deep inhale here and exhale. On the next exhale, float that right foot down. Let go of your arms. Loosen the legs. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And now let's begin to turn that left foot in so that it's parallel to the back, to the right foot. So our feet are now parallel and pointing forward. The stance can be a little bit wider. See how that feels? Hands at our hips. On the inhale, we lengthen up. On the exhale, we begin to fold forward at the hips. So with each inhale, we're lengthening forward, and with each exhale, we're folding down. Palms can be in between our legs at the center. So with each inhale, lengthening forward, each exhale, floating down. And just breathe here. Wide-legged forward. move on to the other side. So let's shorten the stance a little bit and turn that right foot out this time. So the right foot is facing forward. The left foot is slightly turned in. Let's begin to bend that front knee in line with the ankle. Still want to be able to see those toes. Let's energize out through the hands. Gaze to that front. Gaze to that right middle finger. And more for warrior two. So a few breaths in warrior two. And see again if you can lift the inner arches of the front and the back foot. Chest is lifted, arms are energized. Two more breaths here. Now flip that front palm up. The left arm circles around the waist, back of the waist. We begin to straighten that front knee. On the inhale, we reverse the warrior. On the exhale, we reach up and over. On the inhale, reverse, dance it back. On the exhale, we reach up and over. Inhale, dance it back. Exhale, reach up and over. One more time. Reach up and over, and on the inhale, reverse the warrior. So let's bring our hands now to that warrior two position. And as we go into triangle pose. So we'll shift this time we're shifting that left, sending that left hip back, creating spaciousness, hollowness. And we're reaching forward with that right hand. When you can't reach any further, just gently let it graze and land wherever it does. The left arm is energized, pointing straight up. Gaze can be at that left thumb for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Chest is revolved, open. A few more deep breaths here. When you're ready, begin to rise up through the torso. Let the hands come down to the sides. And begin to shuffle that back foot in. A few steps. Right hand can be at our hip. We'll begin to bend that right knee. Deep inhale here, chest is open. And on the exhale, we float or glide that back leg up into half moon pose. Hip to hip alignment. Gaze is at our right thumb or fixed point at the front, and see if you can shift the weight onto that right foot to help with the balance. Chest is revolving open. If you'd like to try, you can even shift that left hand up and gaze can go towards that left hand. It's a bit tricky, but feel free to try it. And it's okay if we fall, if we come out of the posture. I do that all the time, and it's all about what works for you and just simply trying. So on the next exhale, bring that left foot back down. We'll widen the stance a bit and go into a wide-legged forward fold on for the second time. This time, let's interlace the fingers behind our back. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest up, and on the exhale, begin to fold forward at the hips. Breathe here. Knees can be bent. We're feeling that sense of rootedness and lengthening up through the torso. Feet are firmly rooted. We're lengthening up as we fold. One more deep inhale here. On the exhale, begin to rise up through the torso. Undo the interlace. And begin to shift those feet onto an angle and begin to bend the knees. So the knees are now in line with the feet, so they're pointing straight forward. So we don't want it to collapse in or in like this. We want it to face towards our feet. We're going to what I call a goddess flow. Let's bring our palms at our heart center. On the inhale, we sweep the arms up, draw the energy up. And on the exhale, we bend the knees and draw the energy into the heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, we draw the energy into the heart center. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, draw the energy in. One more time, inhale, straighten. Exhale, draw the energy in. Inhale, straighten up. This time, let's begin to shuffle the feet in slightly, and then come down into a squat, and then flop down onto our mat. So now down onto our mat, and we'll do a series of seated postures, or postures closer to the ground. So let's bring the soles of both of our feet in for butterfly pose. And just begin to flap the knees a bit. Just let out any tension, just loosen up, just play a little bit. Just begin to flap the knees. Let's stop with the movement. Bring that right leg straight out in front. The heel of the left foot will touch the inner thigh of the right foot. On the inhale, we'll sweep the arms up, root down into our seat bones, and then revolve towards that right straight leg. On an exhale, we'll fold forward and then down. So we'll reach forward and then down. And let's just stay in this revolved head to knee pose for a few breaths. So with each inhale, we're lengthening forward, and with each exhale, we fold down. So we're using our breath to facilitate and guide the deepening of this asana. Head and neck can be relaxed and floating down. Even out the hips. See if that left seat bone has shifted up a bit. See if you can bring it down. Another few breaths here. Lengthening and folding. Next inhale, begin to creep the arms back to a straight torso, and we'll move into the other side. So we'll now bring the right heel to the inner left thigh. Our left leg is straight. So we'll take a deep inhale here, root down to our seat bones and begin to revolve towards that left leg. On the exhale, we fold. Using our inhale to lengthen forward, and our exhale to fold down. relaxed. Try to put some even pressure on the seat bones. Another deep inhale here. Exhale, fold down. And on the next inhale, begin to creep the hands back and come into a straighten the torso. So now we're going to do a couple of back bends. So we'll shift onto the side of our mat. We'll bend the knees. Our fingers should be able to graze our back heels very slightly. Our feet are parallel, pointing forward. On an inhale, we're going to begin to lift the hips up to a bridge pose. Just breathe here and see what happens if you begin to press down into all four corners of the feet. See if that activates the muscles in the back, fires up the muscles in the legs. And just breathe here for another 2 breaths. And on the exhale, begin to drop the hip back down. And this time, we're going to interlace our fingers behind so that they're just directly positioned down from the sacrum, and we'll lift the hips up again with our shoulders tucking in towards the center line of the body. We'll lift the hips up. With every inhale, we lift higher and press down into the feet. Another deep inhale here. And on the exhale, bring those hips down. And now let's do a bit of a mobile twist. So bring the feet about mat distance apart and then knock the knees one into the other. Bring the hands to cactus position, so slightly bent or over our head. And we'll begin to slosh the knees left and right. So as we slosh right, gaze goes towards the left, and we hold for a few breaths. As we slosh left, gaze goes to the right. Let's hold for a breath. So just do this at your own pace, sloshing right to left as the head moves the opposite way. And just feel the twist. And then when you're ready, please shuffle the feet so that they're touching. And on the inhale, begin to float the legs up, pointing up to the sky. Hands can be at the belly or at a comfortable position on the mat. And just begin to breathe and watch as the energy reverses. So energy now reversing from the tips of our toes all the way down into the lungs and then the face. You can circle the ankles, take any additional movements that feel good. And just breathe here as you let the energy drain down the opposite way. One more breath here. Now gently begin to bring the feet down. And let's straighten the legs into Shavasana. Sprawl now in Shavasana. Letting go of practice. Letting go of any kind of controlled breathing. Simply being with ourselves in this moment. Tuning into this free breath, free flowing breath that moves in and out of the body. Begin to soften the scalp. Unfurl the forehead, the eyebrows. Soften the eyes. Loosen, drop the jaw. Drop the shoulders back. Let them fall. Bring lightness into the fingertips. Relax the thighs, relax the calves. Bring lightness into the toes. Watch as the body softens and relaxes. Now begin to notice a glowing ball of sunshine at the center of the chest. With each inhale, the glow brightens. And with each exhale, it radiates and emanates out from the heart center. Watch as the glow radiates out beyond the borders of the body into the surrounding spaces of the room. Watch as the glow radiates even further, emanating out into the entire city, filling the city with glowing light. The glow is now moving, radiating, emanating, filling the entire country. Radiating out past into the entire world, glowing brightly, emanating out into the entire universe. completely filling every inch and every crevice of the entire universe, filling the universe with a sense of calmness, beauty, lightness, and love. When you're ready, please bring some gentle movements into the fingertips and hands. And in whatever way is comfortable, please shift up into a seated position. Close your eyes and just continue to stay with the breath and the glow as I read you a poem from Rumi's Book of Love. So this poem is called Begin. This is now. Now is. Don't postpone. Till then. Spend the spark of iron on stone. Sit at the head of the table. Dip your spoon in the bowl. Seat yourself next to your joy and have your awakened soul pour wine. Branches in the spring wind. Easy dance of jasmine and cypress. Cloth for green robes has been cut from pure absence. You're the tailor, settled among his shop's goods, quietly sewing. Feel free to flutter the eyes open. Thanks so much for coming in and tuning into this practice. I hope you were able to support yourself in some way through this practice. Thanks so much. Namaste.